Hello! My journey finally ending with this U-Haul truck, well, and the future of U-Haul, here at Guardian Storage, where they were kind enough to work out for me. Not here. So, until I clear out the other one, I got this one with, this is all stuff I bought doing the augmented reality of Susan Shepard's augmented reality, well, in Florida. So I picked up this stuff, and the story, going back to reiterate, is I ended up in Florida, got kicked out of Utah, excommunicated, called an apostate. Then last night I was told another word, and that the phrase that they use is the amount of torture that I received from a Latter-day Saint temple holder based on what they put me under. They have a law of vengeance and an extinction order. I am currently still scripting what I'm dealing with as a hostage situation with utilizing In Your Mind technology, while 24/7 I have a cult leader, William Shepard Jr., and also I can hear my father, William Shepard Sr. talk, which I have heard them over and over again claim that even my ex-husband wants money for the death of my children. So once again in America, until we actually find the news and somebody who can prove my children are alive and what the real story is. I've been hearing day and night for 3 years now, and since 2019, when I was received movie money, that my family, especially Shirlene Shepard, that she went by Abby and no, it's Abbott and then Hayes. But either way, the bottom line is that these are the worst human torturers in history. They're rapists, emotional torturers. They use In Your Mind technology and remote viewing to watch me on my properties, to steal my property, and have gotten anyone and everyone involved in fraud. So currently I am literally on the run, but yet how good are you on the run when literally they took over witness protection and the United States government, and that's what they're claiming. So since you've overthrown the United States government, and you claim that you have, since my brother, I sent a message to the CIA saying that my brother believes he's now CIA and is wearing a uniform of a person who believed to be my husband. So here we are in America, where we're being held by hostages, by terrorism, and they're the ones that are hostages. Are we hostages? Are we all just hostages at this point in this hostage game? All right, well, here we are. I'm going to show here where the gas is at. Oh, and show that I got this scooter. So I'm going to put that in the truck here, so that way when I get just down the street, I can ride this scooter to the hotel, Comfort Inns and Suites, so you know exactly where I'm at, since my life's threatened 24/7 by William Shepard Jr., Temple Mormons. So since I got kicked out of a Airbnb, who I made very clear my situation live as I kept documenting my story, everyone who continues to not care about the fact that in seeing through your eyes technology is how we read, how we actually have people in our minds. At this point, why don't you know? That's the question. Why don't you know that there's people in your mind? No, that's the real question here in America. Because when we get to the bottom of that, the world will know justice and we'll know peace. And commercialism, to be able to have a U-Haul truck and not get kicked out of a place that I was spending so much money. I'm talking about a lot of money I spent to just get evicted. And you know what? I want proof. I want proof of ownership, and I know that it's not there. So I do know this. We're going to prove it. We're going to figure that out. And if you think HOAs are going to control us and tell me that the police have it in and worked out, which they don't, you had it on camera, that the police are hostage to the situation of HOAs telling them what they can and can't do, while we allow anybody and everybody to go into these houses and take whatever they want. So if you're going to use the excuse of why you can't use a U-Haul truck or have a truck at these mansions, because you know it's fraud right now. You know that protecting these properties, and part of doing that is creating securities that are secure and camera systems that actually watch and know who's there and the character of who's there. So again, this is Susan Shepard. I'm going to be heading back to deal with this truck. I have to get it already checked in. It's already 9:03. Happy Halloween. Well, they originally said my daughter Malia died on Halloween, where they said under oath and they kept swearing under oath over and over. So I think the fact that that I've already listened to testimonies for years. They've already had funerals. I've already listened to so many people money taking for funerals. And so at this point, I just want the government to do something about What's the real story with my children? At least I should know. A mother should know. What's the real truth? This is Susan Shepard. Susan Shepard's Augmented Reality. God bless America. I look forward to justice.